Hey everyone, welcome. This is Miss Mo's Confessions. I am here to just kind of like hang out with y'all, you know, see what's going on. Meanwhile, I figured I'll be doing my makeup today, getting ready and prepared to be streaming. I will be streaming on my podcast on 3 different platforms. So I just wanted to basically just get ready on live, see who pops up in here, maybe even talk about a few things. All right. So I'm going to start it, put my toner on. So don't mind me. I'm going to go ahead and start my skincare routine. I have a few different companies on the table. All right. If you know them, then you know them. Okay. But anyway, I want to talk about my confidence. The name of the video is um, pretty simple, guys. I lost myself. Here's how I rebuilt my confidence. Okay. So, yeah, it's true. I lost myself at one point in my life. Um, through a few different ways. Um, I mean, I was never really that confident growing up anyway. Okay. My mother she kind of forced me to kind of get out there and be confident. When I was 13 years old, my mother put me through modeling school because she wanted me to learn how to walk, talk, do makeup, all that good stuff, that most mothers want their daughters to learn. Um, at that time, there wasn't much room for Black girls. And if it was, we only had a few. I think Naomi Campbell was taking over or just recently took over around that time frame. So, they wasn't really trying to put too many dark faces out there in the modeling scene at that time. It's back in 2000, year 2000, 1998. Okay, between 97 and 2001 is the time frame. And so I had to pretty much get in with the times, if that makes sense. Okay. And so there wasn't room, but I did learn how to catwalk. I did learn how to walk in heels. I learned how, certain etiquettes in rooms, in high society rooms. Um, I learned how to put on makeup. I mean, I was never really truly the best at it. Let's be real. Okay. And plus, you have to have a certain amount of money to keep up with the makeup scene, y'all. Okay. At that time, there wasn't much makeup. Okay. So that was another thing that I was battling with when it came down to makeup. Okay. But I lost my confidence because I just felt like I didn't fit in. Like I was like, okay, well, how can I be a model? And why do my mother want me to be a model if I don't even fit in with the scene of society, the beauty standards of that time? Everything was light skin, everything was light. And so I could not understand why I couldn't fit in, but it was like, you know what, fine. I'm gonna wait my turn type energy. And so I didn't let it defeat me. It's just that I lost my confidence in the makeup thing, the makeup, because it was like there was no shades that matched my skin, nothing really set on my skin. Recently they just started coming out with new products that actually helps, that is accustomed to more darker skinned women, more melanated women. Okay. And so now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my confidence back with putting back on makeup. I mean, I really enjoyed that stuff. Oh man, I had like a makeup kit, a huge makeup kit, okay, that I got from modeling school, and I would use that thing all the time. but the makeup never really set right with my skin complexion. So I gave up on makeup. Okay. Now, I don't know if that was like an intentional thing. I don't really know, but I know that I don't think no one could have helped me in that, because at that time we just wasn't ahead. We wasn't where we are now. Okay, let's say that. The society beauty standards and beauty norms are like totally different from the early 2000s, y'all. Okay, we evolved. Okay, and I'm very grateful for the people that stepped up to start creating foundations of my skin complexion. And as life has hit, more scars. I started accumulating more scars. I started life experiences. Okay, that not everybody like to discuss. I don't really like to discuss as much, but dealing with life on life terms. Didn't have, going through struggles, hardships where I couldn't afford any beauty care. I couldn't afford makeup at the time, even when they came out with makeup for women like me. Okay. For women that look like me. I couldn't afford it anyway, y'all. Okay. I'm just being real. Like, I was not in the condition. And I couldn't even sit still long enough to apply makeup on, you know, due to my mental health conditions and dual diagnosis and all that shit and addictions. Okay, let's keep it a buck. This is Mo Confessions, right? Y'all want me to keep it real? I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? And so I had to kind of move with the times. So now that I've broke the shell, and I'm like, I'm sober. Been 5 years sober now. Um, supposed to live. I'm financially stable, mentally stable, emotionally stable. You get me? Or you get me? Are you getting what I'm putting down? Okay. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. So anyway, where I'm at, shoot. Okay. So now I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to start taking this a little more seriously. I read in the article that women who apply makeup or wear makeup on a daily basis makes 41% more money than a woman who doesn't wear makeup. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And I looked at all of my platforms, even though I'm monetizing on 6 different platforms, y'all. Okay. I monetize on 6 different platforms. But am I producing the amount of engagement and marketing that I deserve? No. Because why? Um, I didn't want to put on makeup. Okay. I didn't want to sit out the box. Okay. And so now today I'm stepping out the box. Okay. I'm rebuilding my confidence in putting on makeup. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just put it on live. Let me like see myself in a different way. I need to maybe re-look at these videos. I will be publishing this, looking at it, studying myself so I can get better. Okay. So that's one of the reasons, that's one of the ways to build confidence, y'all. Okay. That's one of the ways I'm building confidence. You know, you know. I mean, I'm okay with my confidence for right now, but if I wanted to be like really keep it cool, keep it real, I could be much more confident. I just got, I get tired of being skipped over. Okay. That, if you want to be honest, that's what it is, and I can't keep blaming it on my skin because, well, I'm dark skinned. So, people ain't going to give me as much, people ain't going to respect my hustle like the other girl would, another girl would. And that's not true. It's just that I'm not putting, at the time, I wasn't putting forth the effort. Okay. I did not take this shit seriously. If I want to keep it real, okay, and stop making excuses for myself. God said, stop making excuses. Because goodness damn well that you just did not put forth the effort. Okay. And they're right. I had to be honest with myself. And so I'm like, I could make way more money. I could attract way more people. I could, get a broader reach if I was to actually start applying myself. Okay. I don't have all my brushes in yet, guys. So I'm like using my brushes is on its way in the mail being shipped. So I'm using other stuff. I got something really simple. I like these little collective makeup books. They're so fun to use. I love them. It makes it easier for me because I get a little overwhelmed sometimes, guys. That's another thing. My patience. I'm working on my patience. Okay. And so I think me doing makeup would help me with that. I noticed that women also, there's another statistic that said something like women who is more like really patient are usually women who apply makeup on. Women who practice applying makeup on a daily basis actually is very patient, has patient energy. They don't really rush into nothing. My only thing is I don't know what shades to pick. Like I'm looking at this and I'm like, what am I doing? Like which shade do I pick? Like I don't know. I have no idea. There's another book right here. I have no idea, y'all. Okay. So me trying to figure out which one to use on my face. I think I'm gonna do purple. Can't go wrong with that, right? I'm waiting for my brushes to come in, but I gotta use something. I gotta do something. Can't let that stop me because I don't know how long that may take. About 4 more days, 5 more days. The show must go on. Okay. I'm gonna do much more recordings now that I'm monetizing. I was looking at Sheer 7. I watch her. She actually really helped me a lot, to get back into the mode of building my confidence in beauty care. Okay. Skincare, okay, cool. That's just something I know I have to do. You know what I mean? It's like part of hygiene to me. Skincare is like part of hygiene. Like, duh, you need to brush your teeth. So you need to wash your face and you need to, you know what I mean? Like, take care of your skin. Like, it's part of like brushing. It's like oral hygiene. It's just the same, it's on the same level. I think of skincare as priority. And I think that's another thing that really helped me to be more confident. As long as I have clear skin, I feel so much better. It was a time when I had a lot of breakouts because I had like overdue in sugar. Like I would just overdo sugar so bad to where I would break out. I still got a few pimples of me of eating sugar, and I know the consequences, and I'm like, oh, well, I got to try it anyway, and so I never minded, and so boom, 1 week later, 2 days later, 3 days later, boop 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 boop, and then I'm dealing with skincare as a way of trying to heal myself, heal my pimples. I recently got a brand deal with Dr. Leo's acne treatment, and I got the whole collection. They sent it to me through TikTok. And check me out on TikTok, guys. Okay, if you want to order some Dr. Leo's, you can. I'll probably put the link down here or something. But yeah, I have a brand deal with them, and so I use their treatment. It's like #1 treatment on TikTok right now. It's amazing. I love it because it removes the dark marks, and if you do have like a pimple, you could apply the Dr. Leo's drying lotion on, and it would literally, it would like I guess it like reduces the dark spots, because for me, I don't know about y'all, but every time I get a pimple, it's an automatic dark spot for me. Okay, if I don't treat it, and then I'll be dealing with trying to basically lighten that dark spot for the next 30 days, 40 days, Um, and so with Dr. Leo's, when you have a pimple breakout, you apply the drying lotion on, and it's supposed to lower the risk of a dark spot and also remove the pimple. So that's what I've been doing with this pimple. At night, I've been putting the Dr. Leo's. I did tamper with it a little bit, so that's my fault. I did tamper with it. So you know how that goes, y'all. But at night, you put it on, and usually it takes about 3, 4 days for the pimple to go away, and literally like go away as if it never was there. So that's one thing I love about that particular brand. But I need it because until I can get a handle of my sugar intake. So that's another reason why I'm like decided to wear makeup, because I got scars, man. I got scars, and it's not like I'm like 17, 18 anymore where I didn't have no scars at all, and I got scars. So I'm in my 30s, y'all. I have to start wearing makeup. I'm not saying I have to, but I mean, in this field that I'm in, the business that I'm in, the digital marketing, I'm in the game. Okay, so I got to get in the game. Okay, whatever that looks like, got to get in the game, baby. Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, we doing the eyes. Let's do the eyes. Let's focus on the eyes. When it comes down to my eyebrows, I have this tattoo eyebrows ink, or what is it called? It's a eyebrow tattoo liquid stuff. I can't find it right now, but when I find it, I'm supposed to leave it on for 2 hours or more, and it's supposed to like darken up my eyebrows. I'm gonna start using that. I may start putting it on overnight and letting it sit overnight, so that I don't have to deal with this mascara. It's like the trick of a wrist, y'all. I also want those butterfly wing tattoo. mascara. Y'all seen that on TikTok? Where you like tattoo it and then boom, and automatically give you a cute butterfly wing, a wing eye wing. I want that. I love eye wings. I just don't know how to do it myself. I used to wear fake eyelashes. It became so much work. I just decided, no, thank you. Let me just grow my lashes out. I don't have much brows. You see that already, right? But I'm working with what I got. Okay. Like we all should. And that's the confidence part. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna work with what I got. Ain't nobody gonna come and save me and say, "Hey, Mo, let me give you some new eyebrows. Here, take these eyebrows I got and let's swap eyebrows, girl." Nobody ain't gonna do that for me. So I gotta work with what I got, right? I need definitely a new mascara. I need something that's gonna really bring up my eyebrows for real. This is not it. This ain't doing it. I like the brush of it, but it's just the liquid itself. It's not doing it. Not the way I want to. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just deciding to take responsibility of my life. Am I completely? If I had to measure my confidence on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a 7. Just being real. And I say 7. Let me tell you why I say 7. Anybody else will say 10. I'm not gonna say that. That's just ridiculous. If it was 10, shit. All right, girl, listen. It would look different. Over time, I think I would be a 10. You know what I'm saying? Over time, that takes time. But right now, as of today, with me starting back with put on makeup, with me getting back into the routine, me wearing makeup on video, I'm not used to that. I'm always using, but I'm barefaced when I'm on video. And to be honest with you, sometimes I like to disguise my beauty. I probably be trying to look as worse as I can, just so people won't see how beautiful I am. You know what I mean? Because I don't want all the attention on me. I'm very humble, but somebody told me, somebody said, "Hey, Mo, that humble shit's out the door. You want to be humble for what? You're not in the business to be humble." But I'm humble. I can't help myself. I'm very modest, humble. I don't like a lot of attention. I just do this for the girls just like me. Somebody got to document girls like me. I don't think I'm like everybody else completely, but I'm not just completely unique. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of other girls that's just like me that's in the back burner, been in the back burner in the back shadows for a long time, and ain't nobody celebrating them, ain't nobody congratulating them, ain't nobody, they need somebody to speak for them. And I think I want to speak for the girl who's recovering from trauma, who's recovering from addiction, who is alone in life, who's living life alone, or may have some beautiful children by the grace of God, or may end up lucking up and getting a good husband. Due to the dating world out here, it's like, oh my gosh. So there is some of us that end up lucking up with getting the happy ever after, but we don't never live in our full confidence. We don't never live in our best selves. And we can still have it all and still be confident and feel good about ourselves. And that's really what I believe in. You know, yeah. I stopped seeking validation. I'm done with the validation and all that. No, I'm not seeking validation anymore. Okay. No, not me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doing that. That shit was miserable. That was misery, y'all. Trying to get people to like me. The loveliest part the thing I like about um, YouTube is shit. If people want to like you, they like you. There's no requirement um, to be supported. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. People like what they like. They like what they like. It is what it is. And it's not just because they don't subscribe don't mean they don't like you. It's just that you don't match whatever it is that, they could be trying to learn. Because usually people use YouTube to learn more, to be informed of something. And if I don't bring that to that particular person, and if it doesn't meet them, then that's fine. I'm not, that doesn't mean I'm not liked. I can still get a like on the video. I can still get a view. It doesn't stop my shine, basically, if a person decide to not subscribe. That's why I like, um, that's why I like YouTube, and I keep going in it. I keep going in it because it's just, I can do it because I can. I'm only going to attract the people who's attracted to me. That's why I like it, because you're gonna automatically find your tribe. You're gonna find your tribe of folks. You know, excuse me. I started keeping my promises to myself. You know, that's how I kept my confidence. That's or rebuilding my confidence, shall I say? How I rebuilt my confidence is not seeking validation, by keeping my promises to myself. Okay. With people in my life that just does not make me feel good about myself. If I have to question myself when I'm in the room with you, I ain't fucking with you. If every time I talk to you, you point out every flaw I have, I'm not fucking with you. You know, and that's just bottom line. Okay. Um, let's see. For my lips, I think I'm going to do. Can we do plum? Once again, guys, I'm waiting for my brushes, so I gotta work what I got. of my fingers. I started working on my mind and my appearance, not just my appearance, my mind too. I started reading more books, collecting books that I know will improve my speech, improve my life, that could help me to learn how to start dating. Here I am talking about, I want a husband, but I don't know how to date. I didn't know who to date, what to look for, what questions to ask, you know, to a guy that I did find attractive or seen as a suitor. I had to relearn how to live life again. And then, last but not least, I got comfortable with living or being alone, living alone, being alone. After my divorce, honey child, and when I got sober, I wanted to be alone. I knew I had to be. Yeah. Now, this is the truth about confidence, y'all. It's not consistent. You still have your moments of doubt every now and then. Okay, like right now, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, listen, but you see what I'm saying? How I just doubted that it's now. It's natural. It's normal to doubt yourself. Okay, as long as you come up out of it fast, though, you can't like linger in that shit. You can't be like just the whole world ending because you doubting yourself. No, you know, it's an ongoing thing. It's about what you say to yourself when you start doubting yourself. You know, what do you say? You know, um, you going to say to yourself? When you start doubting yourself? Me, I say a lot of different things like, oh, this shall pass. You know what? It may not look good to you, but it could look good to somebody else, Mo. You know what? Keep going. Keep trying. It's okay to mess up today. You are loved no matter what. You love, I love you. You love me. Good. You know? But we must keep going. When do you lose your confidence? And once again, what do you say to yourself to rebuild your confidence, to bring it back quickly? You must not linger in it, y'all. You're not lacking confidence. You just haven't had enough practice in building your confidence yet. Confidence isn't given, okay? It's actually it's only built. Confidence is only built, never given. Okay? So we got to understand that it's normal to have doubt. As long as you understand that that's part of the process. One of the things I do, I like to look in the mirror and say, Mo, I trust you. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself. You know, I don't chase validation anymore. I am not a people pleaser. I don't chase validation anymore. I am not a people pleaser. I know who I am becoming. I know who I am becoming. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. So far, so good. I'm going to go ahead and get online. Okay. I'm going to add some finishing touches. You can meet me over there on my other YouTube channel. Okay. Real Talk Recov. You can also support the links that's in my bio. If you want to support me, thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.